On screen, we've got the fresh team of the week. I like the Lukaku. Obviously, you'd like to have that Neymar. Eriksen would work. Mertens would work. Kyle Walker would work. Even on the bench, I think you got good odds here, Mike. Pulling a Balassi. Ooh, I'm feeling the nerves. Let's do this. Get your guesses in down below. Woo! Woo! Okay, starting with the 100K pack. I am yet to have a good 100K pack. Jamie Vardy, though, that's okay. Still gonna have some value. He hasn't totally lost it yet. The 100K pack, it wasn't all that. I'm used to that not being so amazing. But now we're guaranteed some informs, and this team of the week, it ain't too shabby. We're gonna start out with the 3 guaranteed informs. Let's do this. Oh no, 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 no. God. This is the big boy pack. I'm going to walk out while hoping for a walkout. Yes, that was a terrible pun. Oh my goodness, here it goes, and I am gone. I got nerves! Please tell me something was delivered. Oh. Oh, no. No, that's... Oh, not happy about that. So many hours go into playing FUT Champions, and I saw everybody getting these good tweets. I see all this positivity going down, these great packs, people disappointed because they didn't complete it, they didn't get Elite. Elite 1. What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and today, my friends, I'm hoping you're seeing a double upload. Yeah. And we're looking at my main squad, the team that I'm trying to use and abuse with in FUT Champions. I'm feeling confident this weekend as well. We've made some big upgrades. You're going to see that we're starting off in the 4-3-2-1, and I'm doing the pro swap, where when you get into a match, you change the team, and this is what it's going to look like in game. And we're going to talk about instructions. We're going to talk about the players. I've got Division 1 gameplay, a little bit of everything. If you like it, I love it. And if you want to see more squad builders, more FUT Champions information, whether it's some of the videos I put together with some of my other friends that are in the community, drop a thumbs up. Also in the comments down below, let me know how those rewards packs are looking. That would be outstanding. Let me know what your squad's looking like. If you're seeing this over the weekend, drop your record. But without further ado, on screen we've got the custom tactics, and I do want to make a quick disclaimer. In terms of custom tactics as well as chemistry styles, they might shift a tad bit. As I'm playing with the team more, sometimes I make some adjustments. And chemistry styles will for sure swap, because I just didn't do that prior to recording in terms of, okay, maybe I'm going to play Pogba as more of a CDM or a center mid that needs to go back and forth. Oh, I might not want to have Hunter or Hawk on Pogba. And I think I still have basic on Koscielny or Walker somehow as we go up 1-0. I like that. And we played actually some very good opponents. I should say actually, I played some very skillful guys in Division 1. You never know what type of caliber player you're going to go up against. And Gareth Bale was looking like a killer. He was a man on the mission. I want to talk about the defense first off, which is something you've seen from me in the past couple of weeks. The defense really hasn't shifted, and I did debate bringing Smalling in and then also having De Gea in goal. I was very close to making that happen. I just couldn't commit to it, and I didn't feel as if I had that much coinage left over. I didn't know what kind of swaps I was going to make. This did cost me a lot. We're talking, this is a 2 million coin team, And I had to definitely put in some pack work, and I had to get some pack luck. There's a couple packs you're not going to see. I'm talking about outside of reward packs. I packed an informed Giovinco. Maybe it will come up somewhere. If you're on my Snapchat, then you did get to see it. But maybe it'll show up in some YouTube video. I'm not sure. But I got the informed Giovinco, and I also got the informed Mertens. So both of those players were definitely relevant as we're going into match number 2. Match number 1 would look good. We got the Rage Quick right off the jump. And something I've noticed about the 4-3-1-2 or even the 4-3-2-1 is that you're able to apply a lot of pressure. So if you're much better than your opposition and he's not in some ridiculous park the bus, he is going to feel that pressure the entire match as we go down 1-0. That's a great goal. You can't really complain. He hits me with a dead fish. I'm not a happy camper. But back to the defense. I like Petr Cech. He's consistent. Could you do better? Very possibly. I'm going to put out tomorrow is the plan, my top 5 goalkeepers. And there's just so much preference when you're looking at goalkeepers, in my opinion. And now, on the other side, though, you got the Alaba, the Boateng, always good money. You can't doubt them. Can we get the equalizer? Of course! It's possible. You just have to believe, trust in Gareth Bale. That man is explosive. If I had one superlative to describe Gareth Bale, he is explosive. When he gets loose, you will not catch him. He's big, he's physical. Just let's rewind for a second. And then Koscielny, Kyle Walker, a lot of experience with both of those players. That's why you've seen them in many of my squads. But I can appreciate Smalling if you want to flip-flop. I can also appreciate Bellerin if you're in the Premiership and you want a different look. I understand. If you're in the Bundesliga, there's nobody better than the Boateng, Alaba, Vidal, or Boateng, Alaba, Renato Sanchez. A lot of that comes down to coins. Very nice work there from Martial. If you're not sure how to do that, I've done a tutorial on the pace control, but that was the pace control, also known as the face-up dribble, with the L2, R2, and then we combined that with a fake shot going forward, and we were scooting and booting, and oh man, it was a pretty goal. I like that. Look at the shielding work here from Renato, and I do owe you guys a shielding tutorial. I've been developing some clips. Well, I shouldn't say developing, gathering some clips, and I'm almost ready to drop some sort of either a really in-depth shielding tutorial or something that at least to get you over, to hold over some of that love or some of that interest you have for how to do the shielding, because there's the basics and then you get a lot more complicated when you're looking at shielding. There's shielding for beginners and then shielding for advanced players. Makes sense? It should. It's kind of how FIFA works in terms of combining skill moves, intangibles, defending. There's always an early stage. You have to understand that early stage to have the success or to really be able to grasp the more advanced techniques. If you don't know how to defend, you're not going to be able to add the teammate contain or the second hand teammate, the double team button properly. If you don't understand the general synopsis of defending in terms of just your shape and what to cover up, what not to leave open, what angles you've got to disrupt, and so forth and so on. And then the midfield, I've got Sanchez, who I talked about, and I picked up big boy legend here, Petite, big boy legend. It's going to be a good one. And that man is going to help us control the midfield. And then I've also dropped Pogba down into the midfield as well. And I'm using Benzema as a cam. And I feel like Benzema's working pretty well as a cam just with that size. I actually had Modric, and I was playing around with this a little bit. And I preferred Benzema in this squad. Maybe not always going to prefer Benzema over Modric, but in this squad, with how I was pressing my opponents and how I was able to generate quick counters as a forward, of course, we give up the equalizer. I thought Benzema was a better fit for that counterattack where we're then trying to feed Martial, we're trying to feed Gareth Bale, and we're talking about player instructions. Let me talk to you, and let me go into a little more depth here. Hold on. Player instructions happen when you pause the match, and then you're switching the formation, and then you also apply the player instructions. I want to make that very clear. Your custom tactics carry into the match, but there's no reason to preset any player instructions because you're about to swap formations. And now when you go from that 4-3-2-1 into that 4-3-1-2, left back, right back, I think that's a suspect penalty kick, they're both going to stay back while attacking. Now with your 3 center mids, with Petit and Renato, I have them both stay back, and also I have them stay on the edge of the box just to make sure they don't overcommit into the attack, because I don't need them to commit too much. I don't need them to push into the box and crowd that space. I'd rather have them in good defensive positioning because Renato Sanchez and Petit can both shoot from long distance. I score long shots with them. And then Pogba, I still have him as stay back while attacking, which might be a surprise. He's going to roam regardless. That's just in his DNA, so might as well tell him, hey, I still want you to play defense. I want to make sure people feel that I've got a 6'3" dude that's athletic and strong and has just all of the above. But I don't have him to not get into the box or to stay on the edge of the box. I don't mind. You need to roam. You need to be the creator. I'm good with that. And then Benzema, at any chance, you want to feed him, and then he's going to try to quickly hit the Gareth Bale and the Martial. I like Benzema because he can put his body between himself and the defenders or even other midfielders, and that's the big difference between Benzema versus Modric. But I would not be mad if you preferred Modric. He's better technical in terms of his gifts. He's a better passer and a facilitator, but he is smaller. So to whoever this may concern, I understand. If you've got to go the other way. And there's certain squads where I believe I'd prefer Modric, just depending on where you're playing him, what position, and then also the type of squad that you already have put around him. And then Martial, Gareth Bale, Benzema, all of them stay forward. Well, stay forward for Benzema, excuse me. And then Gareth Bale, I have as get in behind, press the back line. He's going to be my through ball striker. And then Martial, I also had him at stay central. But I'm not sure. That might flip-flop a little bit. For sure, Gareth Bale, though, will be my through-ball guy. If you enjoyed the content, drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'm happy to have you. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to the weekend league. I think we're going to be able to press people this time around. I was doing too much passing, too much build-up in the last couple weekend leagues. Didn't mean I performed bad, but I just think I would have had a better result with a more direct play style. But until next time, peace.